It's very humbling to be amongst some of those guys out there. One of the best things about being in with Jimmy and Alistair Cook as well, like two of my best mates in cricket. Jimmy was very gracious when I got picked. He immediately texted and said, "How the hell have you got instead of Deadly?" So thanks, Jimmy.
Well, I might have had to be first changed because Fred would have certainly wanted the new ball and probably would have punched anyone on the nose that tried to get it off him. And of course, when you've got an exponent as brilliant as Jimmy Anderson, I might have had to follow Fred after Jimmy.
In Ian's case, the special thing about him was immense self-belief. I mean, just take talent for granted. Pretty much every and any situation you put him in, he always believed he would come out of it smelling of roses and on top. And that sort of spreads through a team as well.
Beefy actually is. Ian Botham is my all-time hero. He was more than a cricketer, he transcended cricket, he was a rock star. I can't believe I can now consider him like a friend and a colleague when I work alongside him, because I used to watch him and just be absolutely in awe of him. I wanted to be him. Probably the best thing, in all seriousness, about being named that team is the fact that IT Botham's in there, just one place away from GP Swan. I might have got to bat with him, that'd have been amazing.
We're all guilty of thinking the guys that we played alongside were the best players, but I can assure you there hasn't been a wicket keeper before or since as good as Alan Knott. He was absolutely brilliant, definitely the world's #1 ever.
With Bob, it was that sort of inner fire and passion that he had when he played for England. For instance, the iconic views of him in his absolute bubble at Headingley in '81. And it was just absolute focus and determination that got him through that day.
Of course, the current players in the side, Joe Root and Alistair Cook, both got great credentials. But I suppose the first ever professional captain, Len Hutton, would probably get the captain's job.
There are some great names who haven't made this 11 simply because they're further back in history. And the two obvious ones in the batting lineup, Hobbs and Hammond, am I better than them? Probably not.
Yeah, I'm disappointed that Jack Hobbs missed out. So Geoffrey Boycott didn't get in the first team, he was in the second team. I think what the actual team shows is that a lot of younger people, the younger generation voted for it. It's probably done by electronic means rather than, postcard or carrier pigeon. Because if carrier pigeon had been the case, then Geoffrey definitely would have got in.
Well, it's a great honour to be in the selected 11. A few of the old stages might be turning in their graves. Jack Hobbs, SF Barnes perhaps, Wally Hammond, and I suppose Graham Gooch and Geoffrey Boycott may have a gripe as well, but you can't please everybody. I've found that out over the years.